bit when you guys walk out, you feel a presence that you can sort of say is similar to your own. It's not exactly the same, but it's like an offshoot of your own, if you get what I mean by that.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. But you can't pinpoint the person because you didn't roll the proper thing.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But you get to just get that feeling briefly. And as I'm gonna move you guys over to the wand shop. As Mr. I think Kerberos was the one. Yep, Kerberos Sumion takes you guys over to the wand shop. And I have pictures of everyone so I can actually show you what Kerberos looks like now.
Okay.
Wait, what layer am I on? That's GM, so we'll move it to token. Why can I not affect what's objects and tokens? There we go. Boink. Do you guys see that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Also, all of my pictures are anime pictures. Don't worry about it.
It's too late to be worried.
That's about what Kerberos looks like. He's tall, black haired, and he actually has dog ears, which you guys would have noticed when he walked into the street. So he's very obviously not human because those ears move. Like his ears and tail move actually. But he's walking you guys out of Mr. Grifuffles right now. So the next place that we have to stop is actually one of a favorite for students here. It's going to be the wand shop. So you guys are going to get your wands, which means you can obviously don't like start casting any reckless spells, but you can see sort of what your magic is going to look like in a bit, which is always fun.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, cool. Fantastic. So my laptop finally decided to respond by forcing updates on it.
Ah, good thought.
Ah, I remember those.
Yay!
Yeah.
If you want to
So
give it a
this-
sec, I need to make up my bed neck. Oh,
Okay.
I can probably make rolls through the Roll20 app. Actually, I don't know if I can because it's not a 5e character sheet. We're gonna find out right here. Tell me if this works.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
I just tried to roll a fight dice.
Got it, which is just your D12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, it's working. So the inside, as you guys walk into the wand shop, you get the smell of different types of wood, and it smells similar to like a woodworking workshop. So obviously like fresh shaved wood, pine, cedar, all of that. contrary to popular opinion from stuff like Harry Potter, which you guys know, the inside does not look as disheveled as the one does in the magical world that you guys may or may not have read or seen on the big screen. It's actually rather neatly organized, with a few different wands on display, and it looks like a bath where they do most of the wand making. In it, you see a kindly old man manning the front desk and his son. Do-do-do. Blink. The son. And the old guy. The old guy looks more refined, and his hair has went from blonde into a sort of into not a sort of gray, but a gray color. And while his son looks more like put together, the old guy is more like, oh, I'm here now. I'm just trying to put on the airs of being fancy for right now. Oh. But he's standing by the desk, looking at you guys come in, and gives you all a wave into his shop. Why, sorry. Why, hello there. This is the Wisterian Wand Shop. How may I help you guys today?
We're here for wands.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, obviously, are you guys new students to, what's the name of it now? Sanderson? I believe they renamed it to Sanderson, right? He looks at Kerberos. Yes, they did.
Nah, this is my 8th time retaking the course.
Yes, new students.
Yeah, Theodore Noyes.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. It's always so fun to see new students get their wands. I wonder what what the shape of yours will turn out to be. I'm going to have you each come up to the counter one at a time, so I can sort of see which wand would match you best.
Okay. I would look around and see if any of my companions were gonna go up first.
Theo looks pretty excited.
After you.
All right, Theo steps up.
So as Theo steps up, the old man is actually gonna step aside, and his son is going to stand in front of you. And he's going to have you hold out your hands as he lightly taps the palm of your hand with his own wand. Which looks surprisingly bare bones from what you would expect. It looks like a very straightforward wand. Nothing too fancy about their wands. But as he touches your hand, you feel a slight prick is a little bit of moonlight and starlight seems to come from your hands just a tiny bit, which has Alexander sort of rub his chin a bit as he's determining what wand you might need. let's see here. Given the reaction, it seems like. Huh. Very interesting, but I think we have a wand that might suit you.
Theodore looks very happy.
Yep.
Very excited.
Alexander rushes into the back while Alexei stands back in front of the counter. So you guys are going to be going to the Sanderson Institute of Magic. I'd appreciate it if you guys could say hi to my daughter while you're there.
Sure thing.
Do they do cohabitation, or is it just like?
Oh, well, obviously you'll be able to see the girls in your court because there's a central common room for most courts, for all courts. But my daughter is actually a teacher over at the school.
You're gonna have to slow down. I understand what a teacher is. The rest of that stuff, I don't know what that. We're totally new.
Oh, so you guys are from the normal world. You're not from the magical world?
No.
Nope.
Kerberos, did you not inform them about anything? Kerberos sort of looks down like, should I have? So, which just has Alexei just sort of face palm a bit. Just so you guys know, at the Sanderson Institute of Magic, there are 4 courts, which you guys will be sort of sectioned off into upon arriving at the school. What court you're in, sort of, it doesn't really do much but create a community in which you can learn and grow with students that are similar to you in different areas. Or I hear that magical affinity for certain elements comes into play of some courts, but it's not that big of a deal. So it shouldn't be, it's not too important, but the courts are each divided by seasons. So there's the summer court, the spring court, the winter court, and the autumn or fall court. But it'll be decided which court you guys go into upon getting into the institute, like the actual place. You're obviously in already. Just a tiny bit of a heads up. Considering your non-magical students, your students from the normal world, you're most likely going to get put into the winter court. That's just sort of what happens by default. No one really knows why.
Good to know. Good to know.
Sorry, say that again.
So,
Which part do you need me to repeat?
The part that you said nobody really knows why. What are we referring to here?
the court that
Oh.
we would be put in as non-magical entities entering the school would be the winter court, and no one really knows the reason why. It's just a tradition that's upheld for tradition's sake.
Well, you guys are sort of sectioned off into your courts by a I don't want to ruin the surprise for you, but it's a magical process that puts you into courts. There's a lot of different factors to the main one is your personality. A secondary one is sort of your affinity for magic, what sort of element you might be more inclined towards. Some people aren't even inclined towards an element, but then the third thing is like if you're from the magical community or not. And generally, people that aren't from the magical community are sectioned into the winter court.
Can I do a brains roll to see if there's like any other reason that might be possible for that?
You don't have a lot of knowledge about this,
No.
but oh shit, I was gonna give you something into your inventory. In your inventory, put a bloodstained, tattered diary.
Okay.
In a language you cannot decipher yet. And that's one of those items you got from your friend.
Okay. Because I am not casting a spell, but I'm trying to work out something about how the magic system works, would I get my D4 for the magic dice or no?
No, because that is specifically when you're using magic.
Okay. In that case, I have a 1.
Oh, okay, cool. You're trying to wrap your head around it, and it's just not making any sense why a specific group of students, because you have no reference for this, like, at all. You have no idea what they're talking about. But if anyone wants, they can give me a brains roll of 10. Yeah. And this isn't to determine, like, why that's the case. This is to determine something different about the courts.
So could I also do that, or would that be considered my brains roll for both?
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't think anyone makes it.
I probably won't. No, definitely not.
Brains is none of your guys' strong suit.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, got it. Also remember, you
I
guys
feel like bronze,
do have
sorry.
you guys do have adversity tokens. Please rack them up for failure. Please use them. Don't just sit on an adversity token landmine.
What did I just roll? Was that a 6?
You rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It was a DC 10. And you guys can help each other with adversity tokens whenever it's not a snap decision. That's sort of what the help action is in Kids on Broomsticks.
Okay.
But you guys were just hit with a fair amount of new information from the store owner, Alex Wisteria, and his son, Alex Wisteria. But as you guys are talking about that, Alex Wisteria, the son, comes out with a wooden box inside having a wand, which looks like a basic wooden dowel for right now. I believe that this wand would be pretty good for our sleepy friend over here. I'm sorry, I never got any of your names. May I have yours? He looks at you, Theodore.
Theo Snozzle.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Snozzle. Just pick up this wand from the box and give it a slight flick, and if it accepts, you will reveal its true form.
Theo sort of hastily grabs the wand, sort of just kind of flops his wrist around, trying to get something to work.
As you move the wand, the dowel-like status of it starts to sort of disintegrate before your eyes, and it starts to turn a blue color as when you sort of twirl it, stars and moonlight seems to come from your magic and sort of attach to the wand, and a singular feather comes out from the wand attaching to the end in a gold chain. So this is your wand.
Wait. Theodore does like a whole wow kind of thing.
And now it will be easier for you to use magic if you choose to do so.
Cool.
What a fine looking wand. It's made with a few interesting materials. Actually, your teacher, Alexandra Wisteria, over at the school will be able to tell you how she made it if you decide to take her class. It was made from a bed plank, which is
What?
interesting.
What? Theodore's a little bit confused.
Yes.
Not like dragon bone or ancient tree wood.
No, it was made from a bed plank of a interesting wizard who decided to sleep until his final days. Yeah.
That's cool too, I guess.
And the core of it is actually one of his pillow feathers.
Made from like a phoenix, right? Like or like a really cool bird.
Yes.
Cool.
If you want to, you can give me a brains check DC4.
I don't think I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
I think Theo wants it to be true more than he actually believes it to be.
Anyways, the next one that, or the next, the next one of your group can come up to see which one they can get.
I still haven't managed to get onto roll 20, so I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay, then I guess I will go second. Middle child, no expectations. And I will walk up and I guess it was prick my finger, right?
Alex has you hold your finger, not your finger out, the palm of your hand is face up, and he lightly taps it with his wand. And when he taps your hand, a black ichor sort of comes out from the center, slightly attaching to the tip of his wand and sort of not wanting to let go. And as he pulls it up, he doesn't see it, but you see the faintest little indication of an eye. And then it sort of lets go of his wand.
Neat.
Oh, that is interesting magic there.
I think it's adorable.
Yes. It's a very interesting form of magic. You'll definitely do wondrous. You'll definitely do items. Your presence will be a known factor in this world, probably.
That's all one can ever ask of the world.
I think I know which wand that would be suited for you. Alexander walks back into the back to go get you your wand. Every time he walks back, you guys hear an enormous amount of shuffling, by the by.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a large stack back there of something.
I would like to imagine it's just a bunch of brooms that he has to tumble over to get to the actual wands. Just like random
can
shit
imagine.
chuck back there.
You can imagine.
So, other Alexander. Can we just call you Alex? Is that okay?
Oh, my name's not Alexander. My son's name is Alexander. My name is Alexi. But yes, you can call me Alex.
Okay.
The wonderful Wisterian wand shop has been owned by an Alex Wisteria since about 5,000 years ago. So the whole point is you can come into here and say, "Can I see Alex Wisteria?" and Alex Wisteria will be staring you in the face.
And therefore, you don't deviate from the name of Alex at all?
No, not really. Alexander is my son. Alexandra is his twin sister over at the Institute of Magic. My name's Alexi. Obviously, my wife wasn't born into the family. Her name is Linda.
Linda.
Yeah, Linda. She was a very lovely woman. But, you know, there's so many Alexes in our family.
Reading your family tree must be a nightmare.
Oh, well, we just have to use the full first name, but most of the names that sort of become Alex aren't really that long anyways.
I feel like it could potentially be pretty easy. You'd just be like, oh, so this is my uncle Alex, and then this is his cousin Alex, and then this is his son Alex, and I feel like that could probably just suffice.
Yeah. Well, after the next owner of the Wisterian wand shop is sort of dictated, some people decide to go for different nicknames. So, like Alexandra, your teacher at the school, actually prefers to go by the name Lexi right now. Just as like a sign of, oh, I'm not the one who's getting the wand shop, my brother is.
Neat.
It's a very interesting process. Even my mother, Alexa, decided to. Well, she got the shop, but her brother Alejandro decided to go by Dro afterwards.
Okay.
As you guys finish this sort of not tangent. I was actually really looking forward to describing that to you guys, so thank you for that question. But as you finish talking about that, Alex comes out with your wand, which looks like a normal wooden dowel as well. It sort of has a more reddish tint than the other one. And you can tell that the wood used to make this is just acacia wood, so.
A casket?
What'd you say?
Did you say a casket's wood?
No, acacia. ACIA.
Ah, that's how you
That's
pronounce
how
it.
I pronounce that.
I've always imagined it Asia, but whatever. I don't
Okay.
know why, but I grabbed the wand. Is this made out of like? Sorry about that. Is this made out of some weird wizard's plunger wood or something?
No. This one was actually made from just normal acacia wood, and the core is actually a phoenix feather.
Ah, damn it.
It's like
Like
me.
your friend over there, yeah.
just like yours. I wave the wand a bit.
As you wave the wand, the black ichor sort of comes off of you and envelops the wand, creating a sort of hooded figure at the end. Is like tiny hands of black goo sprout forward, and from underneath your hand, you can feel. No one can see, but you can feel two eyes open and blink. And
So-
this is your wand.
The top side of this is the handle, and the bottom side is like the magic casty part that you point at people.
Yes.
Okay.
This is your wand.
I shall name it Alejandro.
After Alexi's granduncle.
Yes.
That
What would I roll to see if I was like intimidated by that transformation? Because that actually sounds like mildly terrifying. Would that be a grit roll?
Yeah. If you guys want, you can make a grit roll to see if you're intimidated by the transformation. That does sound terrifying. Let's do it at 10. 10 sounds good, right?
Sounds good to me. I'll just half and take a success.
Okay. You manage to. Because weird stuff happens around you a lot. Like,
Yes. Like a
you're
lot.
not a stranger to weird things. So it's not that bad. Like, you get how weird it is that you're not weirded out by the situation.
hmm
But that's sort of life. Everyone else looks thoroughly disturbed by what just occurred.
Even
Sort
the
of-
even Alex and Alex.
Alexi doesn't. Alexander does.
Okay.
Do we get like holsters for our wands? Is that something we would buy here?
Need to get like a concealed permit.
I don't know.
Or
what
is
a
this like an open
concealed-
carry type of society? Like I don't understand how this works.
We just slip it up our sleeve.
A lot of people have different ways of sort of hiding their wand when it's not in use. Some people do use holsters. I don't really know why. We're magic. You can sort of just. Some people even transform their wands into like necklaces or bracelets that they wear. Some people just sort of poof it out of existence for a tiny bit and then poof it back when they need it.
Whoa, hold on. Those are options?
Yeah. You're in a magical society. Yeah, there are options.
Can I
Cool.
make a holster on my hip with my wand?
What's
Like-
transmogrification again?
Pretty sure it's charm, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You can make a charm roll.
How much would it be?
You went to classes, so let's go with 14.
And you get to roll your magic dice for the first time.
Yeah, we get a magic dice roll.
Damn it. I was close though. I was relatively close.
You-
No, I
And
wasn't.
roll your magic die.
Doesn't that automatically roll it?
No.
No, it didn't.
Oh. 1d4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes!
So you're at
Oh,
13.
That explodes.
Which isn't
Let's go.
14. Oh, yeah, it does explode.
That explodes
way.
again!
That explodes again.
17. Let's go.
Oh my freaking god!
I don't even know how to count that out. 23? 21?
There we go!
23.
There we go!
I don't know. What?
So,
I don't even know what the total is.
So it goes 13, 17, 21, 24.
24?
Yeah.
That's above 10. What do you want to happen?
I want, like, this amazing, sickening, like, Eldritch holster to appear, spin my wand around my finger, and then just slip it into the holster.
So, the black ichor that's sort of solidified on your wand, for a second starts to liquefy again. And as it liquefies, a goop of it drops onto your side and starts forming with the hands again. So crawling across your torso to the other side to make a belt, and then creating a wand-shaped pouch with a large red eye blinking on it, creates a black holster for your wand.
And then I spin my wand around on my finger and slide it right in.
Yes.
Steak, I don't think that's an actual test roll.
No, it will be.
Okay.
I want to see if it does. Okay, so for the magic, instead of writing 4, if you write 1d4 and then choose magic as a dice or as a bonus, then it will.
Got it.
Yeah.
But I do see
The
a
wand
problem with
didn't-
that. Because this doesn't tell you, it wouldn't tell you if the 1d4 exploded or not. Versus when you actually roll it,
Yeah.
see it pops up green.
If it will pop up green because I got a natural 1 on my 1d4 and the result turned red.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
So if it turns green, then you just need to figure out which dice exploded and then re-roll that dice.
Got it. Okay, back to the game.
So, yeah, back to the game. The wand changing did affect Alexi. That 100% did. Alex, and Kerberos are just looking at you with stunned faces right now.
I figured we
What?
lived in a world of magic, so I was like, this should be relatively easy.
It
Would
shouldn't
that have-
you haven't went to your magic classes.
Would that have caught me off guard too? That level? Because that's like next level.
Oh
Even
yeah.
for me.
You can make your grit roll. It's going to be a 20 this time.
Understandable.
Snoozle, you can also make a grit roll.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all are thoroughly disturbed by what just happened. The fact there is a red eye currently blinking at whoever is on Demo's right is definitely not helping the situation.
Actually, it'd probably be on left because I'm right-handed, so put away.
Okay. On his left is probably not helping the situation.
Why doesn't mine do that?
Uh, you can try doing something like that if you want.
A holster. Theo's gonna try to do like a little like illusionary trick and make it look like he's shoving the wand up his nose.
Okay, charm. DC. I want. We'll put it at the same difficulty of 14.
Ooh. So do I get stats and magic bonuses? Is that how this works? Bonus, or is it only one?
Yes.
Of the two? Okay, this should have.
You get stats and magic. Oh, cool. You didn't even have to explode anything.
He just kind of takes it and just like throws up his nose. There we go.
As, as it zooms up your nose, it truly is maybe you didn't even realize you could move. The wand sort of collapses in. You don't know where it went,
Oh.
but you feel like if you did the reverse of what you just did, you might be able to pull it out again.
It's
Uh,
neat, right?
Just kind of. Theodore looks like he's on like the verge of sneezing. Yeah, it's cool.
Just look up at a bright light, it'll eventually come.
Now, I am feeling a little bit left out of the party, so I step up without being prompted and like offer up my hand.
Alexander is still thoroughly taken aback by the weird blinking eye. So Alexi actually reaches down with his wand, which is just a tad bit more intricate than Alexander, in that there seems to be patterns carved into it. And he lightly presses it down into your palm, and unlike with the other two, you actually feel a small pinprick as blood starts to come out of your hand. Like your own blood.
I would pull my hand down like kind of quickly and look at my hand and be like, "What was that for?"
That's just the magic we use to sort of see what wand you get. Is your hand bleeding?
Yeah, you stabbed me.
Huh. Interesting. Alexi sort of moves his hand over his mustache a bit. I think I know the perfect wand for you.
I would just kind of like rub my hand on like my pants, whatever pants I'm wearing, and just kind of like rub the blood off, and like wait for him to come back.
Do you think you're gonna use like magic, blood magic or something?
I mean, it would make sense.
Blood magic is a banned magic, just so you know.
Would it hurt if like you use your
Yeah.
own blood for magic? I feel like that'd be pretty painful.
Yeah, it's disturbing and it hurts, which is why it was banned. Alexander's actually the one speaking to you guys. Alexi didn't wander fully back. He's sort of like in the doorway and he uses his wand to sort of scribble something onto the doorway. And then he walks out, closes the door, opens it, and walks back in. And you guys see the back room fully changes into a black looking void.
So they have multiple junk closets. I get it.
Okay,
Yes.
wait. Hold on. Yours didn't do that. They didn't do that for you. What's
they
going
did.
on here?
They went to a different junk closet. This is probably where they put all the dark I don't know. Come back to me. I'll
I'm
figure this
confused.
out.
It's that room is where we put wands made with materials that we don't want to be like sort of out in the open.
Oh wait, did I ever introduce myself? I feel like two of us didn't introduce ourselves. I'm sure it's fine.
Sure. I have no record of if you introduced yourself or not. Alexi walks out of the closet with a wooden case this time that's actually bound a bit as he's undoing the binding on it. Side note, I
Okay.
hope I'm correct about this wand.
I hope you are too.
As he opens it, you see a wand that is made from a wood that you know to be sorry. Oh, actually, you probably wouldn't know what this wood is, but it's like you can tell that the wand has been treated, so the wood on it looks almost bone white, like ivory white.
Hmm.
Please pick up this wand and give it a small shake.
Okay. I would. I'd pick it up. I would just kind of like do like a swoop with it.
The blood, which hasn't stopped by the by, starts to wrap around the wand and crystallizes at the top, not the tip, the top where you hold it. The
Mhm.
blood crystallizes as it drips down, giving a wet blood dripping look to this ivory white wand. As your wand looks like this.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Yes.
You do use blood magic. Yay.
I guess I do.
Maybe avoid using your magic for anything that's very benign or yeah, benign. I think
Yeah.
that's the word.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I would be like thoroughly confused at this point. Like, so blood magic is banned, right?
Yes. So some people's magics automatically take the form of like a sort of attribute of theirs. I don't know what your friend's is. Alex is pointing at Deep. Have no idea what that is.
Very clearly eyes. It's just entirely eyes and black tentacles.
I've seen the black tentacles. What do you? Oh, the giant eye on your pouch.
Yeah, and then the
That's
two
the
eyes.
only eye.
I release the. I choke up on my wand so they can see the eyes that have been blinking under my head, and then also the eyes here.
Why?
I think Alejandro the wand is amazing. Oh, also this is my holster, Francois.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Alexander's looking at his dad. But even though, anyways, as I was saying, your friend Snoozle over there has sort of like dream nighttime like magic. And your magic seems to like lean heavily towards blood, but you don't have to use blood magic. It's just gonna be sort of looking like blood. The reason blood magic is banned is because it hurts the user sometimes, but like you might be able to ask someone if you want to learn a bit more about it. I would recommend only asking people you trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like mainly just try not to use it.
Oh, okay. Um. Okay. So my other question then, since blood magic is banned, is this gonna get me in trouble? And like
No.
holds out the wand.
No, we
Okay.
can't. No one can sort of determine what their magic source is and how their magic sort of looks like. Some people try and hide it. Um, Mainly because like if your aesthetic doesn't match with a certain person, then they might just be a dick to you. But like I think your wand looks pretty cool for
I mean-
all that means.
I mean, I like it. At that point, I would like take my wand in my left hand and like try and heal the pinprick on my right hand.
That's grit, right?
Yeah.
Healing is grit. So I'm gonna need a grit roll like 5. It's not gonna be that hard. It's a small pinprick.
Yeah. I'll half and take it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. The blood goes back into your hand and the wound scabs over almost instantly, and then the scab sort of flies away, and your wound is completely healed. It wouldn't have taken that long either. You don't know why it didn't heal up like almost immediately.
Well, I like this thing. What is it? Is it? What is it made of? Do you know?
Oh, the wood used to make that. The reason I was handling it so carefully, hemlock wood.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Right. Okay.
Now that it's accepted you as its master, it's not going to be poisonous. So you don't have to worry about like tapping someone and them getting poisoned.
Well, I
But-
now understand the hesitancy, I guess.
Yeah, but I was almost fairly certain it would work for you. The core was never actually decided for that wand, which means that it was made without a core. But it seems like that wand now has a core. Don't
Hmm.
tell anyone that.
That I'm gonna do like a brains check. I think as a person I know what is being said.
Yeah,
But-
you can do a brains check. I was going to give you the DC.
Oh,
It was
well,
just
I-
going to be a 7, but
okay. In that case then I will use some diversity tokens to boost it.
okay. Yeah, your blood became the core for that wand.
Okay. Cool. All right, yeah. Let's keep that a secret.
Not even day 1, and you guys are walking on secrets already. Yay! But you all you all have your wands. Alexi's going to look at each of you real quick and use a spell very quickly. You guys see him doing it. He's not like doing it out in, but he has a small smirk on his face. Just so you guys know, Kerberos, I think you can skip the walk to the familiar shop. It seems like each of these fine students already has a familiar that they can bring into the school.
What?
Where?
Well, it's up to you to call it.
With
Do I
like,
do that?
It's different for everyone, each familiar, but maybe try and do some magic about it.
Like in here right now, or like somewhere else?
You, yes. You in here right now, but you don't want to do that on the street.
Okay. So I would like take my wand because it's still in my left hand and kind of like draw a target on my right hand, just very vaguely, and then like do the same thing in the air. See what happens.
Okay. I'm going to have this be. I was calling your familiar. For you, it's that guy. Yeah, we're gonna have this be a grit check for you, just because
Okay.
of the nature of your familiar. And we're not gonna have this be hard because he's been helping you for a fair time.
Okay.
12?
Sure.
Hmm.
And my D4 exploded. So 18.
Yeah. So as you create the target on your hand, you start feeling a presence that you felt before. And like if you had walked into a familiar shop, this guy would have gotten angry and started killing a lot of the familiars in there.
Oh,
He's a very jealous pet.
okay.
But you've felt it before, and you can feel it calling out to you from somewhere in the room. But it's asking you to find it first. And the target has a small red silk string shoot from your hand off into the corner of the room. To which you see, and I'm not gonna pull up the picture because, fun fact, I am scared of spiders.
Sorry.
So thank you for that, Dave.
At least I spoiler warninged it.
Yes. I was still like literally the only person that had to look at it. But a beautiful red hairy tarantula. About I don't know how large these things are. How large are they?
They get pretty big, but this one wouldn't be fully grown yet, so it would only be like half the size of my palm.
Okay, yeah. Half the size of your palm, and like the hairs of the leg seem to me be made of that same red silk that it spins its webs from.
Cool.
I was expecting there to be a lot more blood.
I'd kind of walk over and let him like climb down into the palm of my hand, and I'd just like put him on my shoulder.
But that is a very lovely little familiar you have there. He seems to be really attached to you.
Yeah, I guess I kind of run into him a few times before and never really known it, and like gesture at what I'm assuming that Red Silk is still kind of just there.
I was expecting like something with your other friend there, you know, for black tendrils to sort of, or red, I guess, in this case, spew out of the ground and like sort of capture him somewhere. But, you know, that was a lot less flashy than I thought it would be. So, yay. That worked out for the best.
I guess.
So,
But we don't really know what's going on with your magic, so it should probably be fine to use in public. Some people might just find you weird and icky.
I feel like that's fine.
Okay. And your magic is perfectly fine. There's nothing off about it in the least, so. Congrats on that, Theodore.
Awesome.
Not really something I thought I would be congratulating someone on. But you know, I didn't expect a lot of things today.
So, what's your familiar look like? I look at Theodore.
Theodore's gonna try to like kind of wave his wand around, and he just keeps like kind of waving it around, just kind of grouping slowly until he's almost like kind of nodding off.
Give me a charm roll. We'll say, right, charm. I want this to be charm. That seems probably for the best. 12.
I think I just take half and get that because they get 10 plus one stat plus T4, so I automatically pass. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As you sort of snooze off, in your ear, you start to hear a ringing.
15 more minutes.
And then everyone else starts to hear a ringing.
He keeps growing more and more.
Is this familiar an alarm clock?
And then out of a full-on dream bubble that popped up top of your head, an alarm clock jumps out. And this is a tiny alarm clock, and fully clocks you into the ground to wake you up.
Theodore, like, oh, that's absolutely go. Where am I? What's going on? Oh gosh. Just looking at the alarm clock and groans.
And in your hand is this tiny alarm clock that is very loud and very ready to wake you up whenever you doze off. Just sort of hopping around and doing alarm clock stuff.
Oh, that's cool. He's gonna try to like paw, like throw his hand towards it, try and like hit this news button of some sort.
As you tap it, and are you fully awake?
I think so at this point. It's just kind of going on.
It does stop.
Theodore just kind of pants a little bit, just kind of shaking his head, blinking, trying to rub his eyes a little bit.
I don't know how you should feel about that. It's
What?
useful, but it's also an alarm clock. I don't think I've ever been happy to ever see an alarm clock. Wait, I probably never had an alarm clock.
Theodore's kind of like he's not upset, but he's trying to like figure out a way to make this like fun for him. It can be I mean, if I need to wake up, It'll help me.
It will. It's tremendously useful.
Maybe if I'm like in a magical sleep or something, it'll stop that or something. I
Or at least hopefully you're never late for a class.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't be late for classes. That's good. That's good. Just kind of continue to like stare at the alarm clock.
So I should go do mines outside.
Yeah, I'm curious now. Hopefully, it's not like a big floating eye or something.
I hope it is. But it probably won't be. Anyways, I'm gonna go
I
outside.
want you to do a brains check real quick.
Me
Who?
or Steak?
Demo.
What's the thing?
DC 10.
No.
And throw your magic die in.
Oh. Seven. I can use some I can use 3 adversity tokens.
Yep. You don't have to.
I'll just use them.
The good boy's on his way.
Oh, so I don't even have to summon him.
Yeah, he's running to you. And as that thought processes in your mind, you hear something scratching at the door outside.
I open the door.
And from the door, you see a little tiny German Shepherd puppy that seems to have rotted
Oh.
in 1 or 2 places.
Oh.
But from that rot, you thought it was gonna be cute. But from that rot, the same black ichor seems to be oozing out to sort of hide the rotted parts.
Any extra
It's-
eyes?
Its eyes seem to have cooled over with the black ichor, so it doesn't even look like it has eyes until like the black ichor sort of swoops off. So it looks like he has black void eyes. If you get what I mean there?
Yes.
Okay. At first glance, it looks like a normal German Shepherd puppy. At second glance, it looks like a German Shepherd puppy with no eyes. At third glance, it looks almost like a zombie dog that's being consumed by a black ichor.
Also, kind of terrifying.
Yeah. I'm having so much fun with Demo's particular brand of magic, if you guys can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up on it.
This is perfect.
Oh, he's adorable. That's Alexi. And Kerberos. Kerberos looks super happy by the German Shepherd. In fact, Kerberos is also super happy about your blood spider and the alarm clock. It seems like he's just constantly here for magical animals.
I looked at Kerberos. I don't know if you want to or not, but you can kind of pet him if you want, and like shoot to the spider.
Oh, I would love to. He gives the spider a gentle pet. I don't really know what Demo's familiar eats. I don't know if he eats, because I haven't seen that before. And Snoozles is an alarm clock, so, you know. but I believe if yours is a hemopiter, which is a blood spider, it should just eat blood. Any blood will do. Preferably, it likes. If it's
Insects?
taken a liking to you, it's probably because your blood seems to smell fragrant to it.
Oh, wonderful.
The alarm clock probably just eats the phrase 2 more minutes.
Okay. So I would kind of just take my wand and literally just put it in my pants pocket. Throw the box in my backpack. What was it bound with? Was it bound with like rope or like chains?
It was bound with rope, but they don't give you the box.
Oh, okay.
It's just the wand. You just get the wand.
Okay.
It doesn't come with a box. No return. Mainly because they
can
are
I buy the
magic-
box?
You want to buy the box?
Yeah, as long as I get the rope too. That'd be cool.
You
Alexi's what? I don't. You know what? Fine, sure. Give me a charm roll. DC. Oh fuck! What's the DC for this? Anyone want to make up a DC for this?
8.
How hesitant are they? Like I know it's probably an unusual request, but
Tests were success is impressive, but expected for those skilled. Test is certain for those very skilled. We'll go with 8.
okay. I
No.
got a 4.
You may not have this box.
Okay. And I like put the coin purse back. Like I already have my hand on it, but I just like put it back.
Sorry, it's hard to get enchanted materials that sort of keep poisons and curses at bay, so we might need to use this box for another wand we
Okay.
But you know, you guys have gotten both your familiars and your wands here. So all that should be left is going to the broom shop, which Kerberos will show you to.
How much? This is a question for you. How much for the wand? Like, how much should we deduct from the 20?
Oh shit! I forgot I gave you guys money last time. 10.
Okay, and that 10 that we have remaining, or the 10 that we've spent, is both for the wands and the uniforms.
You guys should have taken out 10 for your uniforms last time. I gave you 30. 10 for the uniforms, 10 for the wands, 10 for the.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You will be broke when I'm done with you.
Hey.
But Alex give you guys waves bye from the wonderful Wisterian wand shop, where you guys got your wands and your ears with a good doggo. Well, I hope to not really see you guys again, because that would mean that you have broken and or damaged my hard work. But I hope to see you guys around. Please
Yeah, you
don't
should,
damage my wands.
If you stop by the school, you should say hi if you see us.
Alexander over here might stop by to see his sister once in a while, but if you guys are interested in how to make wands and stuff like that, take the wand making course. You guys might be able to do a not semester, like a month's work over here to see how we run the shop.
Okay, bye. And I walk out.
Have a nice life. I also walk out.
Have a nice life. Kerberos starts walking with you guys. We're going to the. I remember it's the Bistarian's Boisterous Broom Shop. The owner is a rather fun lady, so yeah. I don't know
All right.
much else to tell you about her. But just so you know, cause around there's where more of the well-known magic, well, not well-known, the more fancy magical shops are. You guys are from the normal world. You're considered non-magical. You were non-magical people. You're considered new to magic. If anyone there calls you no mags, that's an insult.
Wait, what?
Okay. So, how, like, I'm not really good with confrontation. Like, how should we, like, handle that if
A
that
swift
happens?
kick in the dick.
I would recommend just ignoring it.
Okay.
Don't talk to them. Don't make any eye contact with them. Just ignore them. They're small-minded people.
So treat
They're
them
probably
like
just
they
jealous.
don't exist.
Yeah, essentially.
And if that doesn't work, then a swift kick in the dick.
At work, I am with you guys. I am your teacher and an adult with you. If they want to keep doing stuff, I will be there. You don't have to worry about it. I'm just giving you advanced warning because it doesn't help to have people like not know what they're going into at all. But
Mhm.
I'm here to protect you guys. That's why you guys have a designated teacher. Generally, like, we would allow your parents to do stuff like this for you, but your parents wouldn't have any real knowledge on all of this. So that's why
So-
I'm here.
What do you teach? And I'm assuming this conversation is happening on our way to the Brain Store, right?
Yes. I teach. I'm your creatures professor. Perfect.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I love animals. I specialize with like canine animals, foxes, wolves, dogs. I like mainly four-legged beasts, fluffy stuff, mammals. I do well with fishes, and insects and stuff like that. So I'm your creatures professor. So if you
So-
have any questions on magical creatures, you can just always come and ask me.
I have a question about this guy, and I like point to my spider.
Yeah.
You said he like subsists on blood, but can I?
Yeah.
Like, is that like all blood? Like, can I feed him like? Does he eat insects too, the same way normal spiders do, or is it like mammal
Yes.
blood specifically? Like, I don't. How does this work?
He will like your blood, so you can give that to him as a treat. It's sort of like how a dog likes peanut butter. It is going to be his favorite thing to eat if you give it to him, but he does also eat insects.
Okay. Like, is there any risk of him like attacking people? Like,
No.
okay.
this guy specifically, I can tell you, is a jealous little fellow. So if another animal seems like it's getting close to you, he might attack that.
I have
Okay,
a
so
question about the alarm clock.
Unpat it.
Shoot away. Not as good with inanimate objects, but well, not as good with animated constructs, but I'm still good at it.
Does it have like a heart and everything, or is it just gears? Okay.
It's just it seems like that guy is sort of like a figment of imagination, so I don't even know if normal automaton rules work for him, but he might be able to do some like cartoon stuff.
I am well caffeinated, so that is always a plus.
I'm not doing so well. I'm gonna be going to the Dodgers in like 20 minutes, maybe 15.
Cool. Is this song just on repeat?
Second.
I'm back.
All right, I gotta head out in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. I think we'll probably finish with the shopping episodes by that time. But yes, you guys do reach the Basterion broom shop. And I realize I forgot to get a magical thing for that. So you're just back in the magic shop. That's where I'm gonna put you. In as you guys walk into the broom shop, you see rows and rows of brooms. And at the front desk, you see this lady. Unlike anyone you've seen so far, this lady doesn't look human at all. She does fully look like a giant turtle.
Uh,
Shell and everything?
Yeah, shell and everything.
Sweet. How tall is she?
She is massive.
Okay.
Like 9 feet tall.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's just a big ass turtle. I look at Theodore and Kriv.
Oh, Daddy, that's not a very nice thing to say.
Oh,
Daddy?
I didn't think we were that close. Okay.
How may I help you today?
We are here for our brooms.
Your brooms, you say? Yes, that is what I sell. Brooms. My name is Blanca Basterion. You may take a look around for your brooms. Whichever one calls out to you is most likely the one that you need.
Okay. And I start like walking through the shelves aimlessly and like fanning through the brooms.
So, God damn it, Demo, you didn't put your broom on.
Is there a place to put your broom on?
Yes.
Right in the broom section.
Oh, I did not see that.
I will kill you.
Uh-oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. So you guys are running through the broom shop, and literally, as you're each running through, a broom will like call out to you. No rolls for this. But what does your broom look like, Priv? Because you were the last to go for the wand shop.
So as I'm walking, I keep kind of hearing this be like, I'm over here. So I make my way over there, and I see this broom standing up in the middle of an empty shelf. And it is a deep maple color. Looks like immaculate, perfectly straight, no warps, no knots, like some of the best wood material I've seen ever. And it's very glossy. It's got a super high gloss varnish on it. Couple steel bands, white steel bands around the base where the bristles are, and one big, I don't know what you would call it, like outcropping, I guess, on the tip of the handle, kind of making it look like a bow of a ship with like a bust on it, but it's just very rough, very not carved or anything. And so that's my broom, and I grab it.
As the broom hits your hand, you sense that something about it makes you. It makes you a better team player. It allows you to help people better.
Sweet.
And as that occurs, the broom turns into a little, what you know to be like almost keychain.
Okay.
Sorry, dog problem.
All good.
Keychain-esque size. Like you can just sort of shove it in your pocket.
I would put it in the opposite pocket that I have the wand in.
Yeah. Both your pockets have items in them now. That's also not something you have to keep a track of in case you were watching.
Hey, really sorry to interrupt. I do need to head over to the extra stuffs now. I know it was a little bit earlier than I thought it would be. Sorry about that. I gotta go.
Got it.
All right, see you later.
Bye, Quan.
Bye.
So, with that being the case, Demo, do you want to go through your broom today, or do you just want to end for here for the time being?
Um, we would still have to go through Quant's. Not Quant. Yeah, Quant's later on, right?
Yeah.
We can probably just go ahead and end here for today.
Okay.
If you have time, since we're putting a pause on the actual like role playing side of things,
Yeah.
I kind of have an idea for how the flaws might play into it because there is a section for flaw effects. But obviously, like this being your campaign, and I really don't understand how the full dynamic works yet. It's something that we can discuss later, but I kind of had an idea for it.
Now throw it at me now. What's your idea?
So I reckless as my flaw, just because I feel like it kind of fit my character pretty good. So an effect for that could be that I just act rashly, as well as ignoring dangerous situations. I know mechanically there is like a fear thing, sort of. Like if you face your
Got it.
fears, then you have to treat it as like a snap decision.
Yes.
Um,
So
so
in
I
that
don't know if you
case,
want the flaws to play into that, or
well, your fears are different than your flaws. I think that would mainly mean like, when possible, I'll probably have you making a snap decision more than a planned one.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
like, mechanically, if you're about to do something, you're probably not planning.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of reactionary as opposed to like actually thinking things out.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you like fully state, oh, I'm thinking this one out with my crew beforehand, then I'll probably go like, you're probably acting on impulse right now.
Okay, and that's sort of I wasn't sure if you wanted to go that route. When Alex tried to cast that little spell on us, like my brain went, I'm gonna try and protect that. So in that sort of a situation, would I have just done that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have also, however, gotten a roll to see, because what he was seeing was he had sort of like the idea that you guys might not need to go to the familiar shop.
Mm-hmm.
So he was seeing if that was the case, and he was 100% correct. Each of you already sort of had your own familiar.
Right.
One of your familiars had to run from Alaska, Demo.
Well, I didn't know that. No, did I? So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording now. Then.
Okay.